Today's video is sponsored by War Robots. In today's video, we're going to try to improve on a previous project and make hydrophobic sand that glows in the dark.
Nate, none of these things look related.
They aren't, but we can combine them into one related thing. In the past, we've had a couple of videos where we showed you how to make your own hydrophobic sand. We tested out a few different methods of making sand a little bit waterproof, and then we had a video where we tried it on a whole bunch of different colors of sand at once with what I thought was the easiest to use and easiest to buy type of waterproofing. That ended up being a silicone-based
aerosol spray.
It's intended for boots, backpacks, and tents, but it does a really good job of coating a lot of things, and we were able to get a nice hydrophobic sand. Falls into water, sort of clumps itself together, surrounded by air, and then when you pull it out, it's still dry, even though it's been underwater.
It's fun stuff to play with. This is glow-in-the-dark paint.
It is glow-in-the-dark paint, and kind of importantly, it's like an extra potent glow-in-the-dark paint.
Yeah, it really is.
But I had tried this in the past with some normal strength glow-in-the-dark spray paint, and I kind of got it to work, but I do think that this is key to really getting a nice glow, because it just went on a lot nicer and works better with the sand. So today, we're going to try and make some glow-in-the-dark hydrophobic sand. I think this is gonna look really cool.
Here's the basic idea. We have some sand, we have some glow-in-the-dark paint, and we have some silicone-based waterproofing. And with these three things combined, we think that we can make some hydrophobic sand that glows in the dark.
While we're making some glow-in-the-dark sand, I think we also might try making some fluorescent sand. This isn't going to glow in the absence of light, but if we shine a black light on it, it will put off a very vibrant neon color. And I think that should be pretty cool as well. So we're gonna try both. Real quick, before we get started on all of that, we do want to tell you about this game we've been playing called War Robots.
Guys, you should join us and millions of other players all around the world playing this game because it is amazing.
The game has over 50 types of robots as well as a huge variety of weapons that'll match any play style you've got.
There's also a great update with pilots coming soon, 20 different characters with unique abilities, and you can choose one. Guys, download the game using our link below and get a welcome bonus pack, which includes a GI patent robot plus a unique skin for it, full set of weapons, 100 gold, and 400,000 silver. Guys, this game is amazing. You should check it out in our link below. Now, let's get back to our glowing magic sand.
First step is we need a tray, something that we can put our sand in.
There's one.
Hey, look. And we've got some sand. Now this, I just got at Hobby Lobby. It was $3 for this can, and what I like about it is it's very uniform in size, and the grain size is quite small. All right, our fairly fine white sand. Now I actually did try this with some other colors of sand. I tried it with a light blue sand and a sort of violet sand, because I was curious if it would work on those as well, but I did not get a very good glow effect. So I do think the white is important to not mask the glow at all.
There you go. It's so fine, it's actually leaving like a powder on my gloves.
And I don't even think that the powder, I don't think that helps. I think that's actually too fine, but while it may not help, I don't think it hurts terribly. So you can see I've just got a pretty thin layer of this at the bottom of the pan. You can actually even make out some of the ridges through the sand. That's the thickness of the layer of sand I've got going here. It's pretty minor.
Can I guess what we're doing next?
You've got the order wrong. First, we have to add the glow.
Okay, wait, tell me why.
Well, the waterproofing needs to be the very outside thing.
To coat it.
Yeah, that needs to be what's in between the grains and the water. So we have to put this in between the grains and the silicone.
So when you've made hydrophobic sand in the past, you just went straight with sand to the hydrophobic coating,
and if you wanted
you're done.
Colored sand, this sand is available in a lot of colors. I'm just using white because that works best with the glow.
I like it.
So now, what we need to do is apply several layers of our super powerful glow-in-the-dark, or glow-in-the-dark max, it calls itself. We're gonna spray on a layer, and then we need to let it dry. And if we just let it sit out, that's gonna take a while, so what we're actually gonna do is we're gonna throw it in our dehydrator to speed up the drying process. We're gonna end up doing 3 or 4 layers of this, just spraying it on, letting it dry. Once it's dry, we'll take it, mix it around to really get all of the stuff that has the glow paint on it mixed in with the rest, and then another layer.
At the end of the day, how many layers do you think we're gonna do?
I think 3 or 4.
3 or 4? Not
Yeah,
bad.
we'll check it after 3 and see how glowy it is. And the easiest way to do that is turn off the lights and hit it with a black light. Black light charges glow-in-the-dark paint really quickly and efficiently, so that's what we're gonna try. Don't want to get the spray paint can too close or it's just gonna send sand flying everywhere. As it is, you can see that where the sand is gathering the glow-in-the-dark paint, it sort of clumps up a little bit. And in fact, you can It's probably pretty hard to catch on camera, but this glow-in-the-dark paint, it does have a color. It's an extraordinarily pale yellowish green. If you look at it in good light, you can usually see like, oh, this part is glowing, this part's not. And then we can also try hitting it with our black light and see if any of the glow is already showing up. So it's too light in here to really show much glow after the light's off, but the glow-in-the-dark paint and the sand underneath reflect the light differently. So you can see we've got a layer of it on top, but underneath it is just white sand. I'm just gonna try and make sure there's a good coating on here. Sometimes where the paint dries, you need to break the sand back up again into individual grains. It does clump a little bit, but it should be easy to break back up. So we've got it down back to a nice sand powder. Time for layer 2.
Ooh. Okay, this is not recommended. Don't do this at home, but neat. All right, Nate, how many layers do we have on this now?
We've got 3 pretty good layers, so let's turn out the lights and see how it's doing in terms of glowing.
All right. Oh, that's very bright. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy right now.
I also have this little pen light sized.
Yes.
Actually draw designs right onto the sand.
That's the coolest. It looks like we made a powdered kryptonite.
That probably would have been a good thing to try if we could get our hands on some real kryptonite. Suck it, Superman!
Sprinkle it over the table. Okay, yes, it looks like a mess, but it also looks like a galaxy. That's amazing.
It doesn't hold its glow for very long, but it looks really cool while it is glowing.
That's really awesome.
All right, just gonna pour this in, see if it gets wet like normal sand. That looks like it got wet like normal sand.
I'm gonna say yes.
But I still want to see what that looks like glowing. So let's turn off the lights again.
It glowed. I would say this would look amazing in the bottom of your fish tank, but guys, don't do this in a fish tank. Neat.
So everywhere my hand has a shadow currently, it's not getting hit with enough black light, so it's not going to glow the same.
That was actually the shadow of your finger.
Exactly. We're now ready to add waterproofing. And while we were making this, the glow-in-the-dark sand, I also went ahead and made some pink sand. It was the exact same process, just using this fluorescent pink spray paint.
It's not regular, just pink, it's also fluorescent. So when you shine a black light on it,
it glows a lot. Like this really reflects ultraviolet light.
yeah, just as a comparison, glow in the dark.
There is some reflection, some glow, but like...
Fluorescent is amazing.
Now
All
it's time to add waterproofing to both.
Done.
You did it, I guess. Let's try spraying the waterproofing on. Same idea, except with this stuff, we want to lay it on so thick that it actually seeps down through the first layer into the rest of the sand. So we're basically spraying enough of this on to turn it into like wet sand.
So make sure it's very, very smooth before you start spraying.
All right, those are both quite well coated. So yeah, you can see that it's kind of wet, clumping together like wet sand. That's all just the silicone in there. So same thing, now we can either just let it sit out for many, many hours, or we can throw it in a dehydrator, speed up the process. We've got sand.
You sound way too excited about that.
Two kinds of sand. We've got sand that glows in the dark, and we have sand that rather violently reflects our black light. That neon pink is really cool.
I want an entire beach made out of this. This is the best.
That would be a really cool place to have a rave.
Oh my gosh. So now we have a bunch of glow-in-the-dark and fluorescent hydrophobic sand. We need a place to put it.
Tank of water?
That'll work.
All right. So for both of these, I think they're gonna look coolest with sort of dark or black lighting.
And that means that we need to pull out our new toy, the spinny doohickey.
Spinny doohickey.
We have a spinny doohickey, guys.
Yeah, it's our
All
slow
right.
motion circular rig. Looks really cool. We're gonna make sure we get some shots on that as well as just into this big fish tank.
Oh my gosh. This is my new favorite. Whoop. Oh, that looks amazing.
That's so cool.
Holy cow! Okay, that's bizarre, you guys. It's like clumping up. If anybody's ever played with magic sand before, you know you can make like these little towers and stuff. It's doing that. But it's homemade and it glows.
It looks like lava.
Lava flow!
Oh my gosh, and the farther down it gets into the black light more, so it starts showing up more vibrantly.
That is amazing.
That's so crazy because like the glow shows up, but then the black light makes the pink show up.
I'm gonna hydro dip my hand.
The green shows up with the light off, and the pink shows up with the light on. There it is.
Got it?
Thanks again to our sponsor for today's video, War Robots. Hit that link in the description to download it now and start playing. Hey, we want to send you a cool project every month you can do on your own. So if you'd like to get your own King of Random project in the mail, go ahead and click that box down there to find out how. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Talk to you then.